Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming. We're playing Bath City Football Club and trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. We are in our first season in Vanarama National League and our second season overall, so we're fighting bravely for not getting relegated here as we got promoted last season. 1 quarter into the season or thereabout, we are just over the relegation zone, so let's hope we can continue on that trend here. Hopefully next game in just 3 days will be such an event, since that is the worst team in the league with a really bad goal difference as well actually. So we are playing as at Bassett, and we're showing you the matches and anything interesting that happens in between them. So with that said, let's see you at the match day. And we're back then from the break at the match day, and as you see here, we are quite darn big favorites according to the bookmaker, so let's hope we can keep it that way. So this is a tight playing schedule at the moment, so we probably need to switch someone out, and that is going to be Burko. The trouble, of course, is that the only real backup we have is Merdon, and that is away on a loan assignment, and we definitely don't want to call him back just for this, so we are going to put in Baxter there, I guess. Oh boy, is that really our best choice? Burko, other than you? Yeah. It's really pretty much our best choice. We don't have anyone that really can play left defender or left back. It's probably a better wording, and me sort of stumbling on the word there, or words. And we should have someone else than Clark on that wing. Who is that? Is that Sanko? Yeah, it is Sanko, but you're not really fit enough to play it yet. So we will wait with that, and Mutruk on the bench. Pretty much the same situation there, and not really fit enough to play. So the only player we really got on the bench to put in is Price here. Other than that, we have a lot of players that are not really that fresh either. So I guess this is what we're going to have to stick with. The possibility to put in Harper on the bench, of course, but I don't really want to do that. So I think we'll submit the team like this and hope that this works out for us. And I probably should... I press no. I think I want that warning, so I don't misclick there. Go to the match without meaning to do so. So we'll hand over to assistant ×2 here and kick off and play. And I noticed there that Boreham Woods had a lot of players with pictures there actually. That can't really be said for our players. I don't know why that is the case, but a little bit strange since playing FIFA Manager 2020 with Bath City. I know that pictures were on pretty much all the players that started the 2019 season, so it shouldn't be that hard. What is hard or bad though is the start of this game, because it has been a goal here as I'm talking for Boreham Woods here in the 10th minute. Pretty good attack there for sure that they managed to score on. So that's not too great at all. So we'll start shouting here, I guess. First shout, demand more, which obviously, as usual, didn't really work or do anything. And we do have a highlight here, though, in the 21st minute. And what I meant with not doing anything is, of course, that the players didn't react to the shot at all. But it's better than getting irritated on it, at least. So there is always that. And this highlight now have turned over to Boreham Woods having control of the ball here, and just outside the penalty area, and shoots just over the crossbar there. But luckily enough, it were pretty cleared over. But they actually did. They did act good on that. They got focused. And let's show some passion. And next highlight here, a corner for Boreham Woods, and it's another goal for Boreham Woods. And we're trailing now 0-2 in this match, approaching half time, and stumbling on the words there again. We did move up our mentality before starting this match to attacking, as suggested by our assistant manager, but that haven't worked so far. So let's go up to very attacking here. Highlight for Bassett and a free kick and a header there that weren't really that great, but from no angle at all, really. So pretty hard to do that. And we'll show up the man more here again. And looking at the shots and stats and everything, we are dominating the match, but we're not getting through, and definitely not showing the in the scoreboard, which is the thing that really matters. So as I said, we're trailing by 2 here at the end of the first half. And also, as I said, the stats are looking favorable for us, but not really reaching our potential at all so far. The ratings on our players, not too bad, not anything special there in any way, up or down. So that's really frustrating. And second half have gone by here a fair bit, 50 minutes in. First highlight here finally, Brunt with a free kick and rolling with the header, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 16th minute, and we have finally taken back a little bit, reduced the scoreline to 1-2 for Bassett here in the 60th minute mark. And that is probably around a good time to do a sub or two here before we do the next shout. So, Motruk, will you play? Yeah, I guess Motruk, you will play a little bit, even though you're sort of tired and everything. Asante, you will play instead of Brunt, who's tired. And Asante, you are pretty darn good, so you should get more playing time. Price, you're actually also pretty darn good. So I'm actually going to put you in instead of Hackett here. You will be ball-winning midfielder. We'll shout the man more. We'll have 20 minutes to go or so to manage to get in with a draw here. And next title here, corner for Boreham Woods here in the 83rd minute. Leg coming out there and showing safe hands and managing to do a goal kick that reached absolutely no one in Bass, but a bad pass there, and we're picking it up here, and Pearson driving it forward or dribbling it forward here on the left hand side, but losing it there super easy. But a total mistake there, and it's a goal for Bassett in the 83rd minute. And we have equalized. Pretty high pressure here by our players, managing to cause that really bad mistake from, let's see who it is, from Marcher? No, Stevens? Yeah, Stevens. Passing back to the keeper pretty much, but Britton there clearly offside, but as it was from their own players, that were all right. So minutes to go, a draw is all right considering how we started, but it's not what we want here. A corner for Bassett here in the 93rd and 94th minute, the last minute of the match. Cross in to Britton, and it's saved there by Gregory Just. Very good chance to score there, but it was on a side, so that shouldn't really have been the highlight. But we'll see here, 30 seconds to go, and the free kick there by the Boreham Woods goalkeeper, and Boreham Woods taking control of the ball at the moment, but Bassett, the players, pushing up high here to pressure the opponents, and we got the ball back in the defensive line though. Asante trying to get to the ball and not reaching there, and I guess it's a double yellow card here maybe? No? Not the case. So a free kick here in this position. Smith passing to Taylor, and in the midfield, Taylor a long ball up towards Rowan to Britton, and it's a goal for Bassett in the very last minutes, but it's been disallowed for offside. And we didn't get to see the replay. I don't think there was much in it, so in the end, a very exciting match, but we unfortunately lost out there in, well, I guess, pure unluck. Well, that we're unlucky in the first half or something like that. We did a really good second half, but the final scoreline is 2-2 for Bassett versus Boran Woods. Shots 17-10, shots on target 7-5, and position 56-44%. So, all right match. Not what we wanted to have in as a final result, but as I said, after that first half, a draw is all right. So we stayed in 20th place or dropped 1 place or something like that, and are now actually 1 goal ahead of the relegation zone. So we're very much in a scramble still. 1,052 attending that game, and we'll take a short little break here again and see you in 4 days against Hartlepool. Hartlepool, yeah, and try to say that more times than stumble over it again. Again, that's a smart idea. Anyway, well, short break and see you. Back again then for this time a match against Hartlepool and away. We are pretty much even Steven here by the looks of it. So let's hope we can do better here than we did last time around. We had Batting having a little bit of a moment, so he's been loaned out since he weren't happy with the playing time he got. So that's pretty much the solution we had in store for him. And well, so hopefully we'll be all right with that. I think we've still got enough defenders to go around, and yeah, I think that will be good enough. Mutruk, it's not you that should play, it's Sanko. Sanko, you are sort of missing a little bit in the thing, but you're all right. Clark here, we really wish to train you to be natural in midfielder right. And Sanko, or are we playing you, or are we playing Clark? No, we're playing Sanko. We'll stick with that for now. We'll bring in Clark on the bench instead of Mutruk, or will we do him instead of Baxter? We'll do him instead of Baxter. I think that's a little bit more flexible bench, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's better. Everyone else is all right now, not really. Rowan is tired, so tight playing schedule here. And Baxter will get another chance here to play then. This time though, as well, as the position he really wants to play, so to say. Other than that, it's all right. So we'll go to match here, just like this, and I will have a look in Clark to put him to the other positions that we actually play, if we can manage to handle that, so to say, after this match. But now we'll kick off and play here against Hartlepool and hope that we can do all right. First 5 minutes in and nothing happening, but then again, it's not really the first 5 minutes that counts. It's 90 minutes, nothing less, nothing more. Well, extra time, of course. Anyway, we do have our first highlight of the match here in the 18th minute, our special super slow play up there from the goalkeeper, but the ball to Smith here in the middle, playing it wide to Pearson on the left hand side. He's dribbling it forward, coming into the penalty area, crosses to Britton, and he heads it just over the crossbar. But a good sequence and a good action there from our players, but our assistant manager, shouts things that he shouldn't, or are making our players feel things that they don't need to do, feeling nervous or not motivated. Motivated is a good thing, but pressured, I think they were feeling before, or something like that. Last highlight here, before the end of the first half, Bassett with a throw-in, and the ball to Pearson to Burko, crosses to Britton, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 46th minute, or the very last seconds of the first half, which will mean that we will lead this match 1-0, not before, at the halftime mark. And we'll be there now, and as you see, that is very lucky if we're looking on the stats. If we're thinking about highlights though, it's fair, we only seen 2 where both were for Bassett and both were pretty decent. I think that's pretty fair, but not looking on the stats elsewhere, it's not. Stats here overall, or ratings, pretty even, pretty alright, nothing more, nothing less, so that's alright. We shouldn't really be in attacking though, that's for sure. So let's go down to balanced here for this match. A little bit strange that I didn't get any advice for that. Pearson with a corner towards front, and it's another goal for Bassett here in the 56th minute. And as we're looking on the replay of that, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the episode, the Let's Play, and the series and everything like that. If you're not doing that, well, hit the dislike button or don't watch at all. And if you are enjoying, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And as you're doing that, you can hit that small notification bell if you want to be really, really sure of not missing out on anything. So we'll bring in Taylor here to the middle, and Clark instead of Healy, and Mutruk instead of Pearson, who's tired. Should we play Asant here? Yeah, sure, you can get your chance to play here again. Pressing forward and confirm, so risking it by doing all subs here at once again. And yeah, last thing about supporting the channel, check out the links in the description to possibly support the channel even more. You have the option for the memberships there as well, and you can have some pretty cool perks like naming 1 youth player per youth intake in game year in either FIFA Manager or Football Manager 2020/2021. So look out for that if that is something you're interested in, and just for sticking around and watching, I'm very grateful, and so much fun that you're actually watching and coming in with suggestions and questions on tactics and everything like that, even though I certainly suck on tactics. But it's very nice to hear your story, so make sure to to make sure to write a comment if you have any thoughts or ideas about the series or anything else. So we have had quite a few highlights here while I've been talking, mostly for Bassett actually, nothing too dangerous for no team, I would say, but overall it feels like we are in control of this match, and it also feels like we have seconds left on the match, which is true. And the final result then for Bassett versus Hartlepool is 2-0. Shots 11-24, shots on target 5-10, possession 49-51%. So a very good winner, not maybe deserved if we're looking on the stats. If we were looking on the highlights, I would say that it was deserved. I think the second half were pretty even. The first half definitely belonged to us if we're talking about highlights. So I think that's pretty alright. So let's see here what happened in the league. A lot of things happened in the leader, because we actually came up to 16th place there. But we have quite a few teams that have not played their 15th match yet. So, but very good for us, and we are now 3 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment, and at the moment 9 points up to the playoff zone, which is nice, very nice. And Brundtland's goal dropped, which is always good. Richard's having a game here at 6.3, which isn't great. Barry having a very good match though at 7.2, so that's nice. And playing middle or right winger, which is all right, and some assist here, a very goal-rich match and everything. So that's nice. And next up, we'll be meeting Eastbourne Borough in 7 days. So a short break again, and see you at the match day. Welcome back then to the match day here against Eastbourne Borough in the FA Cup fourth qualification round, or qualifying round. And let's hope we can do a good game here. Sanko is getting better here, and they finally get to rest a little bit in between the matches. And of course we're bringing in Rowan back here. And we also have 7 subs for this match, so Baxter will be on the bench together with who more do we bring in? Harper or Reigns? They have the same things going for them really, and as you see we have a lot of players that are defenders, midfielders on the right hand side. But I think we are bringing in, we're looking at Reigns, and now we're looking at Harper. Harper, you're actually a little bit better overall at current ability, so we'll bring you in on the bench and we'll go to match here. Everyone is pretty darn fit, and we had a little bit of an issue here with Tom Smith, that is, or Tom's Price, that is not happy with his playing time. It's unfortunate for him that we got in Hackett on a loan. Without him he would play for sure here alongside Smith, but that's how it's going to be. We can't afford to not play our star players that we got in on loan if we have this chance to play them, so to say. So hopefully he will just hunker down and do his best and try to improve and impress on us for the remainder of the season. But we're pretty unhappy how he handled the talk, and basically said that to him that Tom Smith is basically playing at the moment, and you just gotta hunker down and do better, and I guess train better and get better than him, because he is definitely getting chances to play. It's just not maybe that much that he won't, but we will try to select him more as a sub, so maybe he will be a little bit happier about that at least. First highlight here in this match against Eastbourne Borough is for Eastbourne Borough coming in here, and it's a goal for them. Very unfortunate in the 32nd minute. Missed header there, but they having a player behind there that very easily put the ball into the net, which of course is very unlucky for us. A pretty good cross there. And actually it was not a missed header. Well, it was a missed header, but from one of our defenders. So I guess one of our players will take a pretty bad hit in a rating. Doesn't really look like that, but I guess it maybe was Taylor or Burko. And so far, we're definitely not really dominating this match like we should. So we are trailing by 1 here at halftime. Looking at the stats, we are a little bit dominating in terms of shots and also the possession, but not shots on target. So we can definitely do better, and let's hope we are doing that here in the second half. No one really that bad or good here in rating, so we'll just start with shouting demand more here, and Sanko is definitely getting subbed out here as soon as possible. So we'll do that now. And who will we switch on? Let's play Clark there, and let's bring on Price here instead of Smith. Have a chance to play a little bit more. And we'll show some passion as a shout. Next up, a highlight here in the 65th minute. goal kick there by the Eastbourne Borough goalkeeper, and Price with ball passing back to Rowan to Hackett. And Hackett driving the ball forward here. I'm playing it wide to Pearson on the left-hand side. He crosses it in, and it's a goal by Pearson there. Not crossing it in, but driving it in towards the really center of the penalty area there. And a pretty darn great goal. Great pass here by Hackett, and great by Pearson. Just cutting in there into the center of the penalty area, and a good finish to finish it off. Really nice stuff there, actually. So let's hope we can get back to a winning goal as well here. That would be very, very nice. So we do have one more sub to make. I think it's maybe time to do that. Pearson is tired. Healy is tired. Healy is actually also nervous. So let's bring in Baxter. That's no real loss. And it's some fresh feet here for the defense, which is good. We could, of course, have switched out Brunt as well and gotten Asante to play some more. But we'll not do that at this moment. And it looks like, yeah, we didn't get the result we wanted here. So the full-time result for Bassett versus Eastbourne Borough is a 1-1, shots 13-5, shots on target 5-3, and possession 60-40%. So we did dominate this game. We just didn't end up winning it. So we will have a return meeting against the Eastbourne Borough here in a couple of days, I guess. And that's sort of a shame in this tight playing schedule that it is here in the autumn of, well, each damn season. We had 1,230 attending in that game, so that's also pretty nice. Barry having a good game, and Richard here as well out on their loan, so that's pretty nice. And with that, we'll end off this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. Bye-bye! You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right, our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.